Hello and welcome to the video for the sale of the Lunar 2000 LX 402 two-berth touring caravan made in 1997. I'm making this video so I can show you the condition of the caravan on the outside, the condition on the inside, what works, what doesn't, what works on what doesn't work on what. It'll be going on eBay at 99p. No swaps, no buy it nows. So somebody's going to get themselves a bit of a bargain. So here we go. Go to the front of the caravan. It has an Elco hitch lock on it for anti-sway. Jockey wheel all in good condition. Hook up for your lights, for the caravan lights. Hook up for the charging the battery on the leisure battery on the caravan. Front's in good condition. Behind this locker is the gas bottle, regulator and leg winder for the corner steadies. Leg winder down there, gas bottle, regulator. A few blocks there for underneath the corner steadies if you need to use them. Two sets of keys on here, and all these locks lock. These three locks. Coming down this side, we've got the water hog, water container and whale pump. These are the accessories that are coming with the van. So there's a fresh water, whale pump, leg winder, gas bottle, regulator, and then back there I'll show you there's a waste water container, and there's also one round the back which I'll come to. Down here you have where the whale pump fits in, down there, and here you have a water filter. This screws out for changing or cleaning. Next to this you have the compartment for the leisure battery and the 240 hookup. All these locks lock. The leisure battery there, and the 240 hookup lead goes in there. This side of the caravan is fairly level. There's just one or two little dings in it which I'll get round to showing you shortly. So what we have, the corner's good, the rail good up top, good down this side. There's a little bit of a ding on this side if I can find it. Little bit of a ding there. Then back here there's another one. Need to show you because you need to know the overall condition of this caravan. There's just a slight ding in there. You can barely see it, but I need to point it out. Good across the bottom. Up the back. Down this side. Have a good look at it. You can stop this video at any time, and if you want to pause and look at things. And to the back we have the compartment for the cassette toilet. It's a pull-out cassette type. This locks. And in there you have the cassette toilet. Very easy system. Just push that plastic plate down. Slide the cassette fully out for emptying, and you empty it through this nozzle. This cap screws off. Empty it through there and refill it with a bit of fresh water and blue fluid. Push it back into there. The top one is for the fresh water and pink fluid for flushing the toilet, which is an electric flush. You just screw that cap off, in with your water, a couple of litre or two, fill it right up with water, and then just give it a good dash of pink fluid. And that's for your toilet flush inside. Close this back up. The tyres are good on the caravan. I'll just show you this one. Yep, that's focusing. tyres good, and it's on the Alco galvanised chassis for making the van lightweight. As I get under here, have a look, we'll be down here. Across the back of the caravan, no marks on it, no bashed out corners like you sometimes get. This corner's all good, and all the rear lights work, the rear lights, brake lights, indicators, all working. Back of the caravan's in very good condition. And down here you have the other freshwater, the other waste container. This one does the sink in the back of the van, and this one does the shower base and the sink in the bathroom. This corner's good, not been knocked about, scuffed or anything. Very good across the back. Down this side there's one or two little dings, and I'll point them out to you, and then you know all about it. Caravan step. This will be coming with the caravan. So you've got the gas bottle, regulator, leg winder, the freshwater barrel and the whale pump, the wastewater around that side, the wastewater container down this side, and also the 240 volt hookup lead. I'll show you the bottom. Now there's a mark down this side, which I'll point out to you. There's a slight ding there. You see this? A very small one up here. There. And then there's this mark at this side. This is a bit of a... This is the worst one on it actually, but it hasn't pierced the external skin. And into the caravan, we'll have a look inside in a minute. We'll go inside and have a look, and I'll show you around inside. So there is the external part of the video. So now you know what is coming with the caravan, what condition the caravan is in. I'll show you the tyre on this side, then you know that that one's all good, and then we'll crack on. So there you have it, that's the outside of the caravan. I'll put the awning up next. Then you can see it with the awning on, and then we'll have a look inside the caravan. And here's a caravan with the awning up. It's a Gemini awning made by N&R. Across the front it's 14 feet, and down the sides it's 8 foot. And it's approximately 6'6" at the door. Let's have a quick look around it. What I'll do next, I'll take this side door off, I'll take the 2 front doors off, and I'll take the door off in the other end, and then you can see the awning with the doors off, and it becomes a gazebo. So I'll do that next. And here's the caravan with the awning doors off. I've taken the door out of this end, the two doors across the front, and I've taken the door off down at the far end there. And while we've got the doors off, what I could do with doing is showing you the poles. I keep this as a reference. So you've got one upright pole here that fits on like that. If you one that runs down this left hand side, like this, to the floor. You've one that runs across the front to the centre pole. All we're pushing slots. Then you've another pole that runs from the centre pole out to the right hand post, like this, to the floor. The one slots in, goes to the floor, and then just like the other side, if you end your right hand end post top that runs across and fits again like this. And this pole, the original bottom piece is missing, so the pole's original to there, and then I've just added these two slot together poles. And your centre post clicks in up there. And runs out to the front, to the centre. There you go. So that is the awning. No rips or tears, it's all good. And all the zips work, there's no broken zips. And there we have it. So as you come into the caravan, the door is the stable door. So what that means is you can open the door fully like this, or you can just have the bottom half closed and the top half open, like this. When you come into the caravan, to the back you have the cooker, the sink, cabinets below, two storage cupboards above, all nice and dry in these. Plate rack there, and place for a few cups. And then there's a couple of shelves up here. Below the sink there's a pull-out drawer for knives and forks, and below that a cupboard that has three pull-out racks. Racks pull out for ease of getting into. You come, there's a plug here, that's a 240 plug and that works. You have a light above the sink and the cooker, and to the back this is a fly net. So you've got a fly net, also a blackout blind for at night. There's also a blackout blind on the door which I'll show you. You know it's there. So you've got this blackout blind on the door coming in, like that. That brings us to the sink, which is a lift up lid, goes like that, tilts back up, and then this little retainer holds it all back. Swivel tap, that's the hot water tap. cold water tap. I better turn the pump on. You know it works properly. Pump on for the whale pump, 12 volt. Start again with that tap, so this is the cold tap, pumping water, and the hot tap, pumping water. Also below the sink you have another cupboard, so you have this cupboard here, your drawer and cupboard, then a cupboard under the sink, the shelf above, storage below, and there's all the gas taps for the oven, grill and hob. Them's all in the on position. That brings us to the cooker, the glass lid. Put the lid up. All these rings work, and also the electronic igniter works. So it's going to be a bit funny now with one hand, but I'll have a go. Gas on, ignite. I should like that back one. Awkward. That one's lit. Then you have this one. That works. Then you have this one for that ring. I could do with about another 10 pair of arms, to be honest. That one works. And lastly this one. So you have a 4 ring hob. All works as it should. That brings us down to the grill, which is here. You have the toasting pan and handle. I know this is going to show on here. And I'll light this grill and you know what that works. Yeah, there's the grill. Grill works. And the oven door, you have a little catch here that pushes upwards. You pull the door down. This is the oven. Now this is going to be awkward, so I'm going to rest this on my knee. We'll get this lit. This might fall on the floor, but hey ho. And there's the oven lit. So to recap, oven, grill, rings all work, hot and cold tap works, sink. So then from the cooking area, that brings you into the shower, sink and toilet, which is in here. There's your vanity unit, vanity drawers and vanity unit. Got sink, shower, a storage rack, toothpaste, etc. Good mirror in here with 12 volt lights above. The glass is missing out of this one. I'll show you that this works. So these are the taps for the sink. So that's the cold tap, water tap, hot tap, water. Get the shower head down, show you that these work. Put this in the sink, so we might get water everywhere, but we'll see what we can do. Dogs have just gone mad. Cold tap, water, hot tap, water. Shower base. Shower base is showing its age a little bit. That brings you to the toilet, which is the Thetford. The marker on the bottom, when that's green it doesn't need filling. As the tank fills up, it'll move to the right and go to red, and then you know it's time to change. Push it all out. Toilet lid, seat. Then in there you have the gate that opens and shuts, so you open that when you go to the toilet. Push this lever down, it sets off the electric pump, which gives everything a bit of a swell. Then close it back up. Toilet roll sits in here. Then behind here there's a lift up lid for extra storage. A towel rail, hook above. There's a shower rail but no shower curtain, and then you have your vent above. That's open at the minute. There's some fresh air in. That's the bathroom, shower and toilet, which then brings you to the control panel, which is again just push a button, open the door, and it opens like this. Control panel. This is for your water pump. This is for turning the water heater on the gas. You click that on, this top light comes on. Now this water heater in this van only works on the gas. It gets very, very hot within about 15 minutes. It doesn't work on the 240 hookup, can't seem to get it to work on there. Below that you have when you're plugged into the 240, click the switch down and it'll charge the battery, which at the minute is in quite good order. Then this rocker switch, put it into the centre, all the 12 volt lighting systems off, click it down, turns it on, back into the centre for everything off, push it up to the top, and you have it in that mode when you're towing the van with your car with the grey plug plugged in, and that also charges up the battery. Hope that makes sense. So it says car at the top, and at the bottom it says van at the bottom, car at the top. Put it back onto van, so it's now under charge. Banker fuses below, and then these fuses are for the 12 volt system. Then you have these fuses at the bottom, which are for the 240 volt system, which is the plug sockets, the water heater, fridge, and at the front these lights above, that one there and that one there are 240. Rest of the lights in the van, that one is 12 volt, the one under here is 12 volt, and the one under there is 12 volt, and that one's just not come up for some reason. Strange. Oh, there it is. Can we see it? Yeah, sorry, there it is, yeah, that's 12 volt. Can't get that light to work. That's 12 volt. I'm presuming it's probably the starter. That's 12 volt light and that works. And it's 12 volt lights in the bathroom. That brings us to the fridge. Fridge is just to the right of the door. And at the moment this fridge is on the 240 volt hookup, which is this switch here. In the up position the fridge is on. This is to regulate the temperature in the fridge. That's 12 volt, don't know if that works. And this is the gas. It doesn't work on the gas, it just works, as far as I know, on the 240. Flick the switch to open the door. A small freezer box above. 2 shelves below. On the door there's a shelf there, one there and one there. That drawer flops down. Shove that to it, holds it back up. This brings us to the front. We've got seating area there. The upholstery is in reasonable condition. Same at this side. You have a little shelf there for a TV. Then you have these controls for the hot blown air system, which I've only had working on the 240 hookup. So what you do, you open the wardrobe, you turn this switch on, lights up, come back here, press this switch, which makes it flashier, and we want it into these bottom section, which is the 240 electric, so I normally click it down and have it on slow fan. And what that'll do, that'll now blow warm air through this vent, and there's also a vent in the bathroom which will blow it through under there. It gets very, very warm. Storage cupboards above, good sized cupboard. Same again here, a good sized cupboard again. Storage under the bunks. This handle's broke. Storage under this bunk. And in this box there's just one towing mirror, but that can come with the van, not bothered about it. In the front there's a cupboard below this set of drawers. Cupboard below. Two drawers above. And this tabletop extends out, and I'll show you how to do it. Release that bolt, pull on this top handle, it moves forward like this, so it's come out like that, and then this top bit flips back, gives you a good big table space. And also this cupboard unit lifts out. It can be stood on top of the fridge over here. Then what that does, that gives you extra room to make up this double bed, which I will do in a second. Cupboards above on this side. Cupboard above next to it. I can't find any damp in this van. And the rain doesn't leak in, and believe me, we've had some rain in West Yorkshire just lately, and snow and one thing and another. So above the fridge you've got a surface, a shelf here, then you've got these two glass doors which opens up into another cupboard where you can put possibly bottles of wine, and a glasses rack there, more holders there. I didn't show you the wardrobe, which I will do now. So below the wardrobe you have, I'll just pull this out of the way and explain. You have the gas fire. Now the gas fire doesn't work, so in its place is this 240 volt electric heater, which can be on two settings and gets very warm. So if you remember about the blown hot air heating through the vents, and then you have the slimline electric heater there, it's quite adequate for warming this van up. And just as you're coming at the door here, I'm bringing all the stuff in me, just as you come into the door, in this section here the floor is a little bit springy, but nobody's going to fall through it because you have a board on top, then insulation, and a board below, and all that is either due to be being used, which has made it slightly springy, or at some point this floor's got wet and made that board springy. It's by no means over noticeable, but I need you to know, because you need to know everything about this van before you bid on it. But apart from that, everything else is solid. So I think I've shown you most of what I can show you in here, apart from the bed. So what I'll do next, I'll make up the bed, I'll lay out the bed and show you that. What I didn't show you actually was, sorry about this, the windows. They have every window supply in it and a blackout blind, like so. They all work and they're all in good condition. Window stays on this caravan on this side are okay. Blackout blinds across the front. That's the blackout blinds at the front. This side window, my dogs are going mad again. Another blackout blind. So that's the blackout blinds. There you go. So what I will do next now, oh, and sorry, I'm just getting a bit ahead of myself here. On this window, the window stay at this side is okay, but on that side it's missing. But the window opens fine, and you can return it with this window stay, that's okay. And there was one on the front, I think. I need to show you, then you know. Which window was it on? This window. And the window at the front, the window stays missing off that side, but there's one on that side, and this is exactly the same. You can open the windows, all the windows open, and they all hold themselves back, no problem. So now I will set up the bed. So there's a couple of boards, there's one there and one here that I lay across, and this board is stored under this bunk, top of this bunk, under the cushion, and that board is stored under that cushion. I'll put the cushions down and you can see what it looks like made up. So I've taken the cupboard out that was over there and put it above the fridge, just a simple lift out, and then all your cushions make up your double bed. Usually sleep crossways, but that's entirely up to you. So there's your double bed. So I don't know what else to say about this caravan now, so as I say, it's going on eBay. It'll start at 99p. It'll remain on eBay. There'll be no buy it now, no swaps. So bid with confidence, because it'll remain on eBay. Nobody will be talking me into taking an offer. So you can bid with confidence. You know all about it now. You've seen the outside, the inside. I've pointed everything out. Try to be as honest as I can. As I say, water doesn't leak in. No mouldy, musty smells or anything like that. So, well, thank you for taking your time to look at this video, and happy bidding. Grab yourself a bargain. Thanks, bye for now. Oh, just one other thing before we go. Please don't bid on this caravan if you've no intentions of coming through and buying this caravan and taking it away. Nobody likes a time waster, and especially the people who've bid prior. So, thanks for that. See you for now. Bye bye.